to Capitol Hill now. The White House committee's 8th and final public hearing during prime time will get underway today. The committee is still investigating the January 6th riot on Capitol Hill. The focus today will be on the actions and the inactions of former President Donald Trump. CBS reporter Serena Marshall joins us now live from Capitol Hill with a preview this morning. Serena, give us an update on what we can expect later on today.
Justin, the committee members have called the president's inaction a dereliction of duty. And while the previous hearings have shown what has led to that Capitol riot, tonight's hearing we're going to be hearing from two former White House officials on what was happening inside the West Wing as the riot unfolded.
It's the last scheduled hearing of the summer tonight, and the January 6th House committee members say the focus, what former President Trump was doing as a mob rampaged through the Capitol building.
Focusing on those critical 187 minutes between when the attack on the Capitol started and when Donald Trump finally issued a video statement asking people to leave the Capitol. That's so important to know what Donald Trump was doing and why he didn't ask people to leave sooner.
Helping to lead the questions, one of the panel's two Republicans, Illinois Congressman Adam Kinzinger.
The reality is, I'll give you this preview, the president didn't do very much, but gleefully watched television during this time frame.
And testifying in person during the primetime hearing, a pair of former White House officials, both of whom resigned January 6th following the violence. Former Deputy National Security Advisor Matt Pottinger and Deputy Press Secretary Sarah Matthews were working in the White House that day.
I stand with Trump and the Constitution. Trump won, Biden's illegitimate.
As for former Trump advisor Steve Bannon, he struck a defiant tone following day 3 of his contempt of Congress trial. Prosecutors rested their case after calling just 2 witnesses to discuss Bannon's refusal to cooperate with the January 6th committee. Bannon's attorney argued that he never actually said no to the committee request. They said Bannon had been trying to negotiate the terms of his testimony until as recently as last week, even though that offer came only days before his contempt trial was slated to begin.
Well, tonight's primetime hearing is the culmination of more than 1,000 interviews and nearly a year of investigation. It doesn't mark the end of the committee's actions. In fact, they say they could have more hearings coming in the fall, including a report. Justin?
Now, Serena, there are so many questions around those deleted Secret Service text messages. Any idea what the committee is saying or hearing about that?
Justin, technically the Secret Service has until tomorrow, Friday, to respond to that subpoena, but we don't expect any new text messages that haven't already been handed over to be given to that committee. In fact, because it was part of an agency-wide reset, you now have the National Archives, the government's record watchdog, asking them about the mishandling of those text messages.